Hello students. So in this section we'll be concentrating on trigonometry of compound angles. We'll be discussing various formulae like sin A plus B, sin A minus B, cos A plus B, cos A minus B and so on. We shall also discuss various other formulae like multiples and submultiples of angles and various other formulae like 2 sin A cos B, 2 sin A sin B, 2 cos A cos B and so on. We shall discuss some questions as well. So stay tuned. Okay, so now we have trigonometry of compound angles. So first of all in that we have some of the formulae, basic formulae that you also need to, you'll have to in fact cram up, or you'll have to practice a very good number of questions so that you have it on your fingertips, because you won't be able to solve questions in trigonometry until and unless you are thorough with the formulae. So first set that we have is sine of A plus B is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Similarly, now if sin A minus B is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Then we have cos of A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, and cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. You will have to keep a note of the signs also in the formulae. Then we have tan of A plus B is tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B, and tan of A minus B is tan A minus tan B 1 plus tan A tan B. So you can see it here that when you have sine of A plus B you have plus sign in between, and sine of A minus B you have a negative sign in between, and similarly in case of cos of A plus B you have negative in between, and in cos A minus B you have a positive sign. Tan of A plus B, in numerator you will have positive, you will have tan A plus tan B, but in denominator you have negative, and opposite is in case of tan of A minus B. Then we have cot of A plus B is cot A cot B minus 1 by cot B plus cot A, and cot of A minus B is cot A cot B plus 1 by cot B minus cot A. So in denominator we have a negative in case of cot of A minus B. Then sine of A plus B into sine A minus B becomes sine square A minus sine square B. These formula also prove useful in questions. Then we have cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B is cos square A minus sine square B. Tan of A plus B plus C is tan A plus tan B plus tan C minus tan A tan B tan C by 1 minus tan A tan B minus tan B tan C minus tan C tan A. So let us solve one question based on these formulae so that you know how they are applied in questions. So if we have, if 3 tan theta tan phi is 1, prove that 2 cos of theta plus phi is equal to cos theta minus phi. Okay, so we are given 3 tan theta tan phi is 1. So this implies cot theta, I can write it as cot theta cot phi is 3, or I have cos theta by sin theta. Cot theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta, and then I have cos phi by sin phi is 3. So by C and D, that is by componendo and dividendo, what I will have is cos theta cos phi plus sin theta sin phi divided by cos theta cos phi minus sin theta sin phi is equal to 3 plus 1 by 3 minus 1. So this gives me cos of theta minus phi on the basis of formula we have discussed just now, upon cos theta plus phi becomes 2. So I think that is what we were required to prove. We get 2 cos theta plus phi is equal to cos of theta minus phi, and that is exactly what was required to prove. So we have reached the conclusion. Next question says, show that cos square theta plus cos square alpha plus theta minus 2 cos alpha cos theta cos alpha plus theta is independent of theta. Okay, so I begin with the term. So I have cos square theta, I can see this term common, cos alpha plus theta in these two terms, so I take it common. So I have cos alpha plus theta into cos alpha plus theta minus cos alpha cos theta. So this is equal to cos square alpha, sorry, this was cos square theta, so we have cos square theta plus now this is cos alpha plus theta into cos alpha plus theta, or I can just open up this formula, apply this formula, cos of a plus b. So I have cos alpha cos theta minus sin alpha sin theta minus 2 cos alpha cos theta. So this becomes cos square theta plus cos of alpha plus theta, and cos alpha cos theta minus 2 cos alpha cos theta becomes minus cos alpha cos theta minus sin alpha sin theta. This gives me cos square theta plus cos of alpha plus theta, and I can take this negative sign common, so I have minus of cos alpha plus theta into cos alpha cos theta plus sin alpha sin theta, right? So this becomes cos square theta minus of cos alpha plus theta. Now again cos a cos b plus sin a sin b becomes cos a minus b. So it becomes cos alpha minus theta. So this becomes cos square theta minus, now I have cos alpha plus theta cos alpha minus theta. So I can write it as cos square alpha minus sin square theta. This is also following from the formula that we have just now discussed. See, cos a plus b into cos a minus b is cos square a minus sin square b. So this becomes cos a plus b, cos a minus b becomes cos square a minus sin square b. So this gives me cos square theta minus cos square alpha plus sin square theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So we have 1 minus cos square alpha, and this term is hence independent of theta. That means there is no term of theta in this, so it is independent of theta. Next we have is transformation formulae, in which first of all we have 2 sin a cos b is sin a plus b plus sin a minus b, 2 cos a sin b is sin a plus b minus sin a minus b. Then we have 2 cos a cos b is cos a plus b plus cos a minus b, and 2 sin a sin b is cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. Now we have sin c plus sin d and sin c minus sin d, very important formulae. 2 sin c plus sin d is equal to 2 sin c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2, while sin c minus sin d is equal to 2 cos c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2. Then we have cos c plus cos d and cos c minus cos d. Cos c plus cos d is 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2, and cos c minus cos d is minus 2 sin c plus d by 2 sin c minus d by 2. Just remember this. Students often get confused in this formula. Next what we have is sin a sin 60 minus a sin 60 plus a is 1 by 4 sin 3a. Then cos a cos 60 minus a cos 60 plus a is 1 by 4 cos 3a. Tan a tan 60 minus a tan 60 plus a is tan 3a. These formulae are also important. The first example that we have is proof that sin 20 sin 40 sin 80 is root 3 by 8. So, okay, I will tell you the easiest way. We have sin 20, then sin 40 is sin 60 minus 20, and sin 80 is also sin 60 plus 20, right? And if you remember, just now we have discussed the formula sin a sin 60 minus a sin 60 plus a is equal to 1 by 4 sin 3a. So this becomes 1 by 4 sin 3a. A is here 20 degree, so we have 1 by 4 sine of 60 degree, which is equal to root 3 by 8. So see, in single step we have got the solution. Or what you can do is, we have sin 20 sin 40 sin 80, right? So I can take 1 by 2 sin 20 sin 40 and keep sin 80 as separate, and then I can apply the formula for this and so on. Now when you apply this formula, you will get term of the form cos 20 minus cos 60. Then again you can apply the formula for 2 cos a sin b and so on. But it will take at least a minimum of 5 to 6 steps to reach at this solution. which we have reached in a single step. If you know these kind of formulae, you can just solve out questions within seconds. Then we have multiple and submultiple angles. So in this case, first formula that we have is sin 2a is 2 sin a cos a, which is also equal to 2 tan a by 1 plus this will be tan square a. 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square a. Then we have cos 2a is cos square a minus sin square a, which is equal to 2 cos square a minus 1, which is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square a, which is equal to 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a. Tan 2a is 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. Sin 3a is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a, and cos 3a is 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. Then we have tan 3a is 3 tan a minus tan cube a 1 by 1 minus 3 tan square a. Okay, so we have tan a1 plus a2 plus so on an is equal to s1 minus s3 plus s5 minus so on, and upon 1 minus s2 plus s4 minus s6 plus so on, where s1 is tan a1 plus tan a2 plus tan an, that is sum of the tangents of separate angles. So s1 means we are taking it one by one, then s2 means sum of tangents taken 2 at a time, and S3 means sum of tangents taken 3 at a time, and so on. Well, I hope you must have understood the trigonometry of compound angles as well as the various formulae.